Mike, you've just seen your team win 5-4 on penalties in the League Cup against Premier table-topping Leeds Meds. Great game?
Yeah, it's been an awesome game and an awesome journey so far. The team have excelled yet again this week, really stepped up when they needed to, and you know, it was quite a bitty game, but we did all the hard yards and put all the effort in, and we got our rewards today.
Early parts of the first half seemed to be played predominantly in midfield, with both teams then able to get forward, but it was Knaresborough that seemed to settle the best on the all-weather, and I think they had probably two of the best chances in the first half.
Yeah, it was a constant midfield battle, and it was quite back to front quite quickly, so it was quite fragmented as well. But it was always going to be about that calm composure, which was probably lacking potentially on both sides, to be fair, where we were rushing it, and that let both sides down in the attacking sense. But out of the attacking entries, I think we registered the most in their final third, and potentially on the other maybe could have scored one of the couple of chances that we created, but it was a few chances in between.
You did get the goal in the first half, and it looked like that you were going to go in at half time 1-0 to the good, but right at the death you conceded a goal.
Yeah, Jenny Crossley, Emily Crispin combining out on the left, and Jenny, for such a slight girl, muscled her way through past the full back and got the bounce and finished really well into the keeper's bottom left corner. Really good finish, nothing short of what Jenny's kind of performance up to that point had warranted. And then we go and concede off a nothing ball really. Ball comes in and keeper gets a couple of hands to it, and unfortunately it falls to their striker, who potentially unlawfully put it into the back of the net after potentially fouling our fullback. But then the breaks and it was 1-1 at half time.
Second half followed the pattern of the first. There's quite a bit of midfield play, but with Knaresborough actually probably having a lot of the better chances, and it was a little bit more clear-cut that Knaresborough were the better of the two teams in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we've got a substitutes bench for a reason, and we've picked teams to set up against teams to combat certain situations. So we had Rachel Carmichael on the bench today, and we knew what her abilities were and what her strengths were, and we analysed it in the first half, where it was quite back to front. The midfield, there was a lot of space to play for, especially for a deep lying player, and we thought, right, this is the time to get you on, because you're going to be able to have space and you're going to be able to affect the game. And she did. She affected the game and got us playing forward on the front foot. It allowed the other midfielders to release, and we started to get a bit more joy in the attacking sense. So we were quite switched on in terms of the tactical sense today.
Rachel had a chance to score from, I think it was a set piece originally, and their keeper made a really good save to hook it from underneath the crossbar. And then with minutes ticking out, I think it was about 2 minutes to go, Leeds medics pushed up the field and had a free kick and then a corner. Did you fear that it was going to be one of those days where it might just go in? Yeah.
I think at the start of the game we come here up against it, as you say, the Premier League leaders at the current time. We knew it was going to be a tough game, but you know, Rachel's effort on goal was just a hooked ball back inside the 18-yard line, and the keeper pulled off a worldy save just underneath her bar. And Sarah Parks followed up with a sharp shot off the back of it, which again, the keeper stood tall and proud, and then they were on the counter, and then we were under the cosh for the last couple of minutes, probably through a little bit of our own decision making. You know, there was an opportunity for us to let the ball run out of play for a goal kick instead of heading it back into the danger zone, but then the fine margins, and you know, we dealt with it and we saw it out. So credit to the defensive team today.
And I think the second time in the club's history a cup tie goes to penalties. You won the first penalty shootout. I think this was a little bit more nail-biting.
Yeah, 2 out of 2. Not bad, is it? 2 out of 2. Credit to the girls. I mean, we just said, look, have no regrets. Pick your corner as a minimum. Make sure the keeper saves it. That was the 3 instructions. And, you know, we knew we had a chance with Maria in goal, because she's such a good shot stopper. She's very agile for a small keeper, and she's strong. and we just had to make sure we did our bit in front of goal, and we did.
Did you give her any instruction to let the first 4 in and just save the 5th one?
Yeah, I did say, look, just get your hand to the first one, make them think they've got a chance, and then let a couple in, and then just pull the last one out of the bag. But if only it was that simple.
Yeah.
Maria did really, really well, and to be fair, Leeds Medic's penalties were a good standard. I think they all were a good standard, to be fair, and she pulled off that vital save right at the end, which was again a well struck penalty. I
was going to say, for the listeners, everybody scored, and it was the very last penalty that Maria sprung to her right and got both hands on and made an exceptional save to win the game 5-4 on penalties.
Yeah, superb, absolutely superb. To be fair, she's been superb for us all season. When she's needed to be, she's stepped up and delivered the goods, and she really does provide that extra level to the team, and credit to them all.
So next week we have a week off, and then it's County Cup against New Forgeway.
Yeah, we've got a week off due to the scheduling. We're going to do a little bit as a team to build up to the weekend, but I'm just going to get the ladies just to go spend some time with their families or get away as a group and just have their own hour and our time. And then we've got Forgeway in the County Cup at Man's Lane.
You must be itching to get back to league action.
Yeah, joking apart, we've had a tough run of fixtures, predominantly all the way from home, and it's been cup, and it would be nice just to get a couple more league games done and dusted. So yeah, we are itching to get back, but we've got the County Cup to progress in first.
And turning to the game then. Goal of the game, I suppose, unless you want to include the penalties, I'll leave that to you. Goal of the game?
No, the goal of the game was for Jenny Crossley. I think she had a lot to do to create that chance, and then the finish in itself was worthy of it. So Jenny Crossley.
And player of the game?
I think the player of the game, I think there's a couple that you could go with. Maria for her penalty saves, but not also that she was assured at the back. Jenny Crossley worked tirelessly up front, very, very determined and aggressive, and was very good in possession. Emily Crispin, box to box, really putting in a shift for the team, and Nellis Baxter up top, getting us forward into areas when we seemed like we had nothing on. She just had that turn of pace and getting past people to get us that territory. So that there's a few players there that you could easily give the player of the game to, but I'm going to give it to Maria. Ring the hat, and that's down to her goalkeeping and what she's done on that final save of the game. So Maria,
well deserved. Well, congratulations, and we'll look forward to the draw and see who we pull out the hat.
Thanks, Mark.